So what's up? People pile on here in just a second and we'll get going. We are at JR Sports Bar and Grill. Glad to be here today.
I haven't been here in so long. I can't wait to eat
It's been a minute for you.
my chicken quesadilla that never misses.
Never misses. They have a lot of not misses here at JR's. National Signing Day today. And ain't the prettiest class, but you're going to get what you get for Auburn. So we'll talk about it as we move along. And obviously, you can comment there as you watch on Facebook and YouTube. And we'll be live for TV here in about 2 minutes. We appreciate JR so much.
They do a lot of catering that I feel like people might not know about. So if you have any holiday parties, and they also have online orders that you can order, and then they can come and deliver it to you.
Again.
So JR's is the place to be. I know it's getting cold, and people might not want to leave their house. It's cold.
Convenience is huge, and that's what they specialize.
Warm in my house. So cold out.
Time to become a hibernating bear with this cold weather. It'll be kind of brutal this week up in Birmingham for the games, but
I might actually look like a bear with how many layers I have.
You might look like a bear for sure. Getting started here in just a minute. Everybody just keep going. So we got 30 seconds. We'll be ready to roll. Forest. What's up, everybody? Welcome into the Auburn Blitz here at noon, brought to you by J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation and
Sensagreen for air that's cool and clean. Call on Sensagreen.
And we appreciate both of them, and we appreciate JR Sports Bar and Grill. We are live here today, and again, we thank them very much for being a very substantial partner of ours here on the Auburn Blitz and been with us for so long, and couldn't do the show without them and a lot of other our partners, especially J.A. Smith and Sensagreen. A lot to talk about here as signing day has started, and still waiting on a couple of announcements maybe. And but, you know, this just looks different this year because there's just not many, not going to be many in this class. And then you're going to have to fill in the gaps with portal people. And, you know, maybe some late signees or whatever. I know Jace Matthews won't sign until Friday. So we'll go through some of these that have already sent their letter in, but it's going to look different.
Yeah, it is crazy how different, you know, this year compared to last year and all the other years. But it's very similar for a lot of other schools. They're in the same situation of, all right, they just got a new head coach days before signing day.
Right.
And that means their whole staff still isn't even established. And so if you go ahead and sign somewhere and, you know, that your position coach might be going somewhere, it's confusing. It's difficult. You don't know who's going to end up there at your position where you're going to be signing to. And so I don't know. I think that definitely does make it harder, but Auburn's not the only one in this situation. And you know, on the defensive side, you've got DJ Durkin that is officially back on the Plains and will be the defensive coordinator. So that's still huge for a lot of these guys that, you know, are prospects, but also still maintaining the roster, you know, that too. But kids coming out of the portal. So lots to talk about.
Yeah, there is. I think that was the big news this morning, and we talked about on the podcast, and then yesterday as we kind of let everybody know, along with everybody else out there, that DJ Durkin is returning. I think that's probably the biggest news, even bigger than the guys that you're signing right now. So.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think it's says a lot because guys like Xavier Adkins, who came out and said, if Dirk stays, I'm staying, and so we know how much of an impact X was the entire season and how he really was able to get his name out there. And so that's still super important. And I mean, you look at all these guys that either out of the transfer portal or kids wanting to sign, you look at someone like that and who coached him up and who you can learn under. So I don't know. I think that makes a huge deal out of everything.
Yeah, I do too. Let's talk about some of these that have already. Auburn's got 9 that have sent their letter in. And then you got, as far as the composite ranking on 24/7 is 60th. So, and last time I checked, I think Auburn was last in the SEC or next to last in the SEC. It's not, again, there's no way to really spin it, but, at the top of that list, you did get Shadarius Tootle back from Georgia. He committed to Auburn for a long time and then flipped to Georgia and then crazily flipped back and then stuck with Auburn. And so that was a big one. And then, of course, Jaquez Wilkes ended up being right now the top one of all. 6'4", 220. He'll be playing in the state championship game tomorrow at 3:00 and in the 1A championship game. And we'll be there for that and covering that. So one last high school football game for Jaquez Wilkes. Will be taking on Maplesville, and Maplesville, the team they knocked off last year in the state championship game, and they'll have a chance to repeat as state champion. So we'll be watching that. Deshaun Spencer from Saraland was a guy that we kind of broke yesterday that flipped from Duke to Auburn. The big time receiver from Saraland that we saw up close and personal on Friday.
I was going to ask your thoughts on what you thought from the game that we saw on Friday against Benjamin Russell, what you thought of him and his performance.
Thought he was maybe and this is a big statement because, you got Sedarian, he was absolutely as good as anybody on the field in that game. And Benjamin Russell didn't have an answer for him, and a lot of teams haven't had an answer for him. Now, I do think it'll be different against Clay Chalpel. I think Clay Chalpel is extremely loaded, and I think, they'll be able to do some things. But he's a player that it doesn't matter who you're playing, he's going to find out or find a way to make plays. And, they did a really good job, offensive staff, of mixing things up and getting him in space to create some plays. But, he's a 3-star. I think he's big. I think he's higher than that. Maybe a little undersized, 5'11", 170. But for the most part, I think you're looking at a guy that is going to get bigger in college. And but he's got that twitch to him. He's really explosive in open space. So I think that's a big pickup.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, just watching him up close on Friday night, like you were just talking about, I think his name was getting called a lot because he was able to get open and make those big plays for Saraland. I mean, without him, that game would have been a lot different.
100%. He was their playmaker for sure. And Tracy did a lot of pushing off. He knew that. Possibly did some of that too. Parker Pritchett from Carver High School in Columbus, Georgia, has been a long-standing commitment to Auburn. You get Wayne Henry from St. Francis Academy, which has been a pipeline to Auburn for a while now. Another 3-star. So Auburn's got a lot of 3-star guys. You get, is it Reese Brush, is how you pronounce his name, from Armwood and in Sefner, Florida. He was a South Florida guy. Now he's flipped. And then, of course, Michael, is that how you say it? McCall. I don't know.
I don't know.
You and I couldn't figure it out. So Lundy Foster, who's an offensive lineman from Tallahassee.
Also flip from South Florida.
That's right. And then that's it right now. Shadrach Tootle, which is Shadarius's brother. So coming from a JUCO. So you get those guys, and then you're looking at Jace Matthews on Friday, who would be the highest ranked in this class, along with Jaquez, and then Wilson Zaire, Adam Balgoon, Ollie, who I think is underrated. I think the film on him is tremendous. It's a big time linebacker. Get there, he's big, 6'2", 205, 210 pounds, and then Travis Wakefield is a long snapper that you're waiting on. That's a commit too. So, how high does this class end up? I don't know.
It's definitely a smaller class, I think, than some previous Auburn classes. Actually, if I remember last year, it was a little bit smaller of a class too, because he wanted to go out in the portal and get some other guys. And so I think that's going to be what they have to do this year. Because, I mean, you don't see any offensive line guys really on here other than one.
Yeah, the flip from South Florida.
Yeah.
The Lundy
and then
Foster
maybe
kid. Wilson Zaire.
Yeah, and so, but that's going to be a position that definitely they need to go and hit the portal hard looking for guys right there.
Yeah, because it was not pretty this year. Got some guys coming back, obviously, but for the most part, did not end up being the strong suit like this coaching staff thought it was going to be. So, Chris, roster retention is the main focus for sure. You want to keep who you have, and this is a good roster, and then fill in the pieces and worry about the other stuff later. Corey Wells projected to flip. We were going to talk about some of those projected flips here in just a minute, but that's some of those guys. I don't know yet, buddy, what we're going to eat. I think Faith does. She knows she's going to get the chicken quesadilla, right?
Always.
Can't go wrong.
See if they can do the corn bites on the side instead of French fries. Maybe they can.
I think they
Maybe they can do that.
I think they can hook that up, no problem, for sure. So, the story is also you did lose Braylon Womack. He did sign with Mississippi State, which that's a tough pill to swallow. But
I don't know. I was kind of shocked, really, about that, because what you and I were talking about earlier of how he was really Ohio State, back and forth with Auburn, and then now it's going to Mississippi State.
Odd.
After the year they had too.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. And then with DJ Durkin coming back, and I was just kind of.
You would have thought him coming back.
Yeah, that was one that I think a lot of people had a hard time. All right, so Tavian Branch is another one to watch at 1:00 that possibly could be signing. It's a 3-star defensive lineman from Pennsylvania, big time player, and of course Jace Matthews on Friday will be one everybody's hoping that Auburn's able to hang on to for sure.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about before all this coaching change happened, Auburn was still way down there in the 50s and 60s of the rankings. I mean, they haven't moved really anywhere. They're at 55 on ESPN, and I think, what did you say they were on 24/7? They were
60.
60. Mm-hmm. So still in that area.
Right.
Which, again, I mean, when Hugh Freeze was there, it was
It's probably going to go in the other direction. Robert said, "Did you say the Ball on Ball podcast? Hugh Freeze talking about how things went down and the dynamics of college football." Yeah, I did. I heard him with several of the excuses, and using the word close is just absolutely it's in his mouth. It's tattooed in his mouth. He can't really talk about anything without saying how close he is to it. So, too, man, you must have just popped in. We just kind of talked for a minute about Deshaun Spencer. Thought it was a big pickup for Auburn. He's very talented, very Malcolm Simmons-esque type player. So, I think he's a big pickup. All right, we are just getting started here at JR's. We're up against our first break for TV. Again, we appreciate everybody that joins us each and every day, and we will go to break, and we'll be back with a lot more here live on location at JR Sports Bar.
I only like potato-based sides and mac and cheese. Yeah, those are good. Yours is, and then you get another side. You get two sides to it. The fall and the moment
Out of that 4 AAC coaches hired, who or how many are going to be successful, Chris believes that Golesh will have the best chance. Yeah, I agree, Chris. He's out of touch. I mean, you can't just keep saying, I don't know how he could look at that body of work and even say anything other than that they screwed that whole thing up, and you have a team that could not win a football game, period, and looked terrible doing it. I mean, that Kentucky game was absolute dead rock bottom. I still don't. Still don't.
I still can't believe we even had that.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
I'm with you. Definitely offensive line's one.
I do think, which I don't know how many times, if I could go back and say it, but it is, you attacked the portal for an offensive line last year and you got the most experience. Thank you so much. Got the most experienced group on the team out of all the guys that you did go and get and
Right.
the guys that you had moved up. Then it literally fell apart and looked tragic.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, not quite sure. Classic. I think so. I think maybe one more year. We'll see how it all plays out. Yeah, good question, Alex. I thought Jamonte Waller was going to be a guy Auburn could rely on, and just really hasn't been able to crack the lineup. Really, really odd, to be honest. Not anything on Cam and Deuce right now. So
I think those are two of the highest priorities, Deuce, Cam, and Malcolm, to remain at Auburn, though.
right, that Deuce and Malcolm for sure. Seconds. Yeah, I feel like that too, Alex. Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz here. 45 minutes left on the show today. It is National Signing Day. We're live on location at JR Sports Bar and Grill. Our program brought to you by J. Smith Construction and Excavation and
Cincy Green for air that's cool and clean. Call on Cincy Green.
A lot of you watching right now, make sure you go out there and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We appreciate it very much. Come out to JR's. The food is outstanding, and
If you can't come out here, they can bring it to you.
they will. They'll bring it to you. They'll deliver it to you if you're within their delivery area. So they're not going to drive it to Columbus, Georgia for you if you live over there or something like that. But, yeah, the catering, everything that they do here, the online ordering, you can go ahead and take advantage of it. Go check them out online. And they've been a mainstay here in Alexander City for a long time and been a mainstay. I don't know what the heck I just said, a mainstay with us here on our programming as well. So Auburn focusing on 2 receivers, actually focusing on Coleman and Malcolm. I mean, everything that we're hearing that Alex Golish's, priority is those 2 guys. And it should, and, Fields is right there for sure coming back. But, if you asking me, and I know I'm biased, you better be honing in on Malcolm Simmons.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can ask me, and I'm not really biased because I don't know him the way that you do. But that guy, as we keep talking about it, he is somebody that has not had nearly enough attention around him and someone who's not been targeted enough at all this season. And so someone, like you said, can get yards after catching the ball. And so that's something that Auburn hasn't even utilized really up until the last 3 games. When did Auburn ever throw it into the middle of the field until the last 3 games? Probably like 4 times out of the whole entire season before the last 3 games. So Malcolm is that guy that you want to go and do that. So, and he made plays happen when they needed after just 3 catches. He had almost 150 yards, 148 yards in the Iron Bowl. So
he did. And again, when you look at what he's been able to do just over those last 3 games, just obviously infuriates you a little bit more about the waste of him and Coleman and everybody else to this point. So the roster wasn't the problem. It was the scheme and everything else that went with it. Just kind of looking over the rest of the country right now, if you look at USC has got 35 commitments. 35 commitments. And they're number 1. They got 21 4-stars, 1 5-star. Oregon is 2 with 4 5-stars, 12 4-stars. Alabama's 3 with 23 commitments. Notre Dame comes in at 4 with 27 commitments. Georgia is 5. So there's Auburn's 2 rivals that they ain't been able to beat since God knows when. Right there in the top 5 with plenty of commits. Their program's really on top. And then Ohio State at 6, Texas 7, Tennessee 8, Texas A&M 9, and then Miami is coming in at 10, Michigan 11, LSU is 12. LSU in way better position than Auburn with the coaching change and all the flux going on. When you look at programs that are going through coaching changes, there's LSU not missing a beat, sitting there at number 12. Classic said he feels like Jackson Arnold's gone. I don't know why he wouldn't be. You get Byron Brown in, and then you keep Deuce Knight and Ashton Daniels. I mean, that's still going to be a very crowded quarterback room, and I would be shocked if all 3 of them end up in the same quarterback room. Byron Brown's not coming to sit with 1 more year left.
no.
I don't know that Deuce Knight's wanting to sit another year.
What do you do with Ashton Daniels?
And then
He
that's-
just saved his red shirt.
It's a tough deal. I mean, and here's the deal. You either get in the portal now or you don't.
What would be your optimal quarterback room? And have they said who the quarterback coach is?
I think Cody Burns is going to be.
Oh,
Yeah,
so he's gonna.
I think so,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. So Ken Austin's.
Yeah, I
gone
think,
and-
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. And then I think when you look at it from a standpoint of that's 3 really solid quarterbacks, and you
Yeah.
don't see that in this day and age anymore. You don't see 3 guys with that ability that Obviously Ashton Daniels hasn't won a game, really, as a starter. 0-2. I mean, he came in and finished the Arkansas game, but he didn't start.
Yeah.
And then, he didn't play against Mercer. He started against Vanderbilt, started against Alabama, and they were close. Both of them were close, but we're not playing horseshoes. We're trying to win football games, and
Close
I'm not.
is a bad word.
It's
You're
terrible.
close. It don't even matter.
It's a cuss word in Auburn, Alabama for sure. And the design. I thought he was a very gritty player. I thought he really showed a lot of poise, but at the end of the day, Auburn wasn't able to make the plays, and that's not on him. That's not. I thought Ashton Daniels played good enough. Auburn just made too many mistakes.
I agree.
I'm talking about the Alabama game, obviously. So, and the Vanderbilt game, if you want to mix that one in, Auburn had its opportunities in that game as well. Auburn's issue is the Bama media. It's always been the problem. DS, that's never not been a problem. So Corey Barber's going to head to LSU now instead of play at Ole Miss, and
I'm excited to watch him.
See him. Yep. Be Friday.
Oh, just kidding.
Friday night. Yep. If the weather will stay good, that would be great. We'll check that out. For the Super 7, there's going to be a lot of big-time prospects playing over the next 3 days. You got Thompson and Opelika tonight. But, for the most part, it's like rain big time for Friday for sure. And it's like Thursday's gotten a little bit better. The high is only going to be in the 40s. So it is not going to be pretty. That is like borderline wintry mix Friday stuff right there. So anyway, we'll take another break. Here we are live on location at JR's Sports Bar and Grill. A lot more to come right after this.
Can you text John Cottis and see if we can talk to him?
Yeah.
And his coach.
Yeah. When we get up there.
Mm-hmm. No, Mike, not yet. I'm still remaining with the.
She don't even know the name of where she works.
Well, I was going to say Wildcat Network, but I'm not working with them tonight.
Yeah.
HSAA Radio Network.
Yeah, Mabel's was good for sure. Yeah, we'll go back over that DS. I mean, it's not a disappointment. I just think it is kind of what it is. Appreciate you, Will. Keep spreading the word, guys. We appreciate all of you so much. Very much. Be back for TV. The reason we're just kind of hanging out is because the noon show for the new people is also simulcast statewide on TV, so just have to wait on our breaks.
I was reading something. I remembered something else I had to ask you, but I forgot. So now I'm trying to read back again and see if it reminds me of what I had to say.
Oh, I got you. I agree with you too, man. Like Golish, I mean, for the 45 minutes that I saw him. Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz, halfway through our show here on this Wednesday. We are glad that you joined us. We're live on location at JR Sports Bar and Grill and in Alexander City. Just a phenomenal place. Always been a big-time partner of ours here on our programming, and we appreciate them so much. J. Smith Construction and Excavation. No job is too big. No job is too small. Commercial, residential, everything that you want done, they can do it. And
Sense Green, for air that's cool and clean, call on Sense Green. They are the carrier experts in the state of Alabama. Go ahead and while y'all are up in the Lake Martin area, call on Sense Green. They're going to be able to come there, get you a new carrier unit, all the good things.
All the good things.
And Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. So
Yes.
we have had our post-game reaction show brought to you by them. We will have the announcers or the announcement of the winner from the Iron Bowl on Friday. So make sure you tune in if you gave your predictions, and you will have a chance to win a Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine gift card or gift certificate, which, I mean, I don't even know which ones we have left, but I know that there's good ones.
All of them good.
And so make sure you hit up Pepper Tree. I know you had them for your Thanksgiving, and it was outstanding.
It was. The
Very
turkey,
jealous.
smoked turkey, the ham, all the trimmings, everything that came from Pepper Tree was phenomenal. We're not just saying that because they're partnered with us. It really is the best. I mean, you can't say enough about it. So we're blessed to have so many great food establishments that we're partnered with.
That's why we were at Prime Fitness yesterday.
Exactly right. I was looking like I was hanging out in somebody's closet. I caught more hell about that yesterday than probably anything I've done lately, but it was worth it because, hey, look, we like Prime Fitness, and there's a lot of great clothes there that were behind me that you can call in and buy or go by and see them. So we appreciate it. We will have to get 3 QBs now.
I'm not really sure where.
I mean, is this just you saying that, or you
You
just,
know something?
yeah, I haven't heard any of that. Yep, we got Auburn basketball tonight on ESPN. We'll be in the middle of a state championship football game, so be keeping close eye on that while the game is going on. Yep, gonna have to go out and hit the portal on several positions. Obviously, offensive line to me is, I know you said the same thing, is probably top priority. And when you look at it, felt like you were solid this year. It didn't end up working out. Was not what you thought it was going to be. And Chaplin was, man, just a disappointment. I don't know what else to say. I hate to say that.
One of the most paid players on the team out of the portal.
He was the top one, I think. I'm almost positive. So if not, I mean, obviously it was
I still would like to know where this information is coming from.
I don't know. I mean,
Deuce.
we haven't heard it, so it's just whatever's going on. You may be good on that. I mean, you may have a source, and that's great. So I do think Byron Brown is coming. Yes, we do feel like. I think maybe so too. There's a lot to work through on that, and
I think Deuce also likes Auburn, like
does.
the place, and so
all of them do. I think you pick.
Same with Cam.
They picked it for a reason, and things have changed. And look, here's my take. Why wouldn't they be happy that a change was made? Have we ever thought about that for a second? Like everybody's like, oh, you can coach a change. Well, they're out of here. Why? I mean, if they would have stuck with Hugh Freeze, to me, I would have thought would have been more of a reason to leave.
I agree.
I mean, am I off here?
I think this coaching staff that they're putting together is about to really ignite Auburn and make them the fire
I hope so.
team that they already had with the roster this past year, because we saw something happen after Hugh Freeze left, when in the Vanderbilt game, Mercer, and then in the Iron Bowl, you saw what you had in just
Right.
a little bit of change. Now, obviously, more change is happening, but I think this is a good change that Auburn is going to be able to, use these guys that are either on the team and who they're bringing in to their advantage. And that's just
All
what
right.
hasn't happened. No guys have been used to their full potential and advantage.
No, they have not. So, I haven't really said it that way before, but, everybody's like, well, everybody's just going to run to get in the portal. Why would you do that? If you really like where you are, you came and stuck this out. I mean, Bishop, according to you, don't have a team next year. I mean, just everybody's just going to roll on out the door. So, but, from the standpoint of, to me, it's the opposite effect. You're looking at how poor the product was. It was bad. You're making a change for the better, or trying to make a change for the better. Why wouldn't you stick it out, or at least talk to the coaches and say, hey, just because you hop in the portal doesn't mean it's always going to be better somewhere else. So, I mean, it's just a lot of trolls out there. So, and we'll shift away from this. We'll talk a little basketball. We'll talk some more. We have any updates coming in. But the college football playoff picture, and, some teams are, it looks like Vanderbilt going to be on the outside looking in, even with a 10-2 record. And, look, I like you and I talked about, all of those SEC teams can't make it. So, people jump on and try to start a bunch of crap for sure. But, your thoughts on that? I know that Alabama came in at number 9. We'll go through those college football playoff rankings and just kind of see what everybody thinks. So, Jackson Arnold, I feel like is definitely gone. So, we're up against another break here for TV. And, again, we appreciate JR Sports Bar and Grill. We love coming here. Always do. Food's great. Atmosphere's great. We got more coming up from here right after this.
This was the finger and ring combo. You just ordered fly.
We get 6 teams in.
Because they're playing in the playoff.
Well, true.
So they might be out.
They could be out too, so it could be 4, I guess. Yep. Y'all go. Feel free to make whatever statement you want to this. So that's unbelievable.
I would put Vanderbilt over them.
Well, Texas beat them.
I know, but I still
Yeah.
think
I'm with you. I mean, he would probably do really well in the triple option. I agree with that. I mean, that's unbelievable. You're talking about somebody coming out of
where'd you find that?
freaking nowhere. They take that was
Oh,
that's just hypothetical.
what?
What is it? Soup.
Oh, that's not the
Oh,
right
yeah,
one.
yeah.
Gosh, I was gonna say there's no way.
The blowout at Georgia didn't have Florida loss to keep Texas out. That's a bad loss for Texas. You know, it's kind of like the Ole Miss argument last year. Ole Miss lost to Kentucky, and it was like, well, don't lose to Kentucky. Keenan said, man, I know Hugh Freeze is gone. His tenure wasn't good. At least he did leave Auburn. I'm not going to argue with that, Keenan. I think he definitely left the roster in a better situation for sure. Nobody arguing there. The tight end. I'm shocked.
You are.
I
am
was.
too.
Here we go, 30. At least weren't Penn, like 50. I'm telling you, man, 52 days into their coaching search at Penn State, it's not good. And they have no players. Yes, we will be at Lake Martin Pizza at some point in time. Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Here, a couple segments left on the show today here at JR Sports Bar and Grill. We'll continue to take your comments, get those in here, and Auburn really doing all it can with the Alex Golesh getting here a couple of days ago and building the staff and roster retention, and then the players for today, National Signing Days. There's a lot going on. So not really any big flips, Kenan, right now. Will we see any flips for Auburn? I mean, the only one we saw was yesterday with Deshaun Spencer. And look, he's a solid player, but he was committed to Duke. So I don't think anybody's just like, oh, it's a great player. I'm not taking anything away from it. We saw him up close and personal. I think he's going to be fine. So, but didn't get Braylon Womack back. So but you keep this roster in place and you go out and you build on that for next year and actually produce some results finally. That's if you'll remember how many times did we say that over the summer, like just go win football games. Quit talking about all this stuff and quit go win football games. It'll take care of itself. And guess what we didn't do? We didn't win football games.
Just like we didn't play a full 4 quarters. They played 3. And whether it was the first or the last one, it was 3 quarters of, all right, you're acting like you want to go out and win. And then you get to one of them and all right, that's it, right?
Yeah. And don't ask
whether it's the first one or the last one.
Don't ask an Auburn fan for change for $1. I only give you 3 quarters. Only give you 3 quarters. So, unfortunately, that's been the case. All right, let's look at the college football playoff because it's interesting. And when you look at the bracket, if it were today, you've got Oklahoma and Alabama in a rematch. I mean, no, I don't know that anybody wants to see that, and then I don't think you want to see Texas A&M and Notre Dame in a rematch. I mean, those 2 games have already happened. Maybe flip that. Maybe move, Oklahoma over to Notre Dame, or vice versa, or Alabama Notre Dame, A&M Oklahoma. I don't know. The first 4 seeds: Ohio State 1, Indiana 2. Georgia 3 and Texas Tech 4. And the one thing you can say about college football, and then you look at a potential bracket, if the 2 conference champions, if Virginia wins and Tulane wins, I mean, you got Tulane, Texas Tech, Indiana. I know Indiana made it last year, and then Ole Miss. Look what kind of and Vanderbilt sitting there with a 10-2 record could have easily gotten in.
Yeah.
This is wild.
You're sitting there saying, what world are we living in? And of course, that's exactly why Pavia is trying to get Trump to sign a 16-team playoff, because
I was about to say something. I'm just not.
He thinks that they should be in there so bad, which honestly, I see them in there over some of these other teams.
I do too, but then you got these locked-in conference champions, though.
Right.
That take away from. That's been the argument. That's been the knock on. That's been the knock on the current setup. I mean, I think everybody agreed you go to 12 teams, but you put these these conditions on it. It's almost like telling the coach, "Hey, I'm gonna hire you, but you can't hire any assistants, or you can only hire a couple."
You have to work within these regions.
Correct. So, these automatic champions take away some spots from some teams that probably deserve to get in.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is crazy.
It is crazy. So, as you look down through here, I mean, there's all types of different scenarios that could play out.
Yeah.
And, you go back to, part of the thing that was so intriguing about the playoff is that you get a home game. Some of these teams get a home. Well, if you get a bye, you don't.
Right.
If you and do you want to buy? Yeah. And last year it didn't work out for the teams with the bye.
No, it definitely did not. We saw that.
No, Vandy is not in and will not be in probably. I mean, that's the crazy thing. I mean, it's just one of those deals where see football ranking. What you have the actual ranking? Front. I mean, I know Alabama's 9, so
Ohio State 1.
there was no.
Yeah.
So the teams out there that are on the bubble, like you got BYU and Miami that are 11 and 12, and you got Texas 13, Vanderbilt 14. I mean, you got a lot of the different. You got some teams that can make some arguments for that stuff, but I mean, they're getting
booted.
Yeah, I know. I mean, so there's never a perfect scenario, never a perfect system.
No, and I think there's always going to be arguments and stuff like that, but it still is.
Yeah.
interesting.
Yep. I mean, because you're going to have, if you get some of the conference champions, let me mix it up over there. We're right here in the bar area. So, but you get Tulane and some of these that are down the line that are going to jump some of these teams, and that's kind of been the deal. So, Bama's overrated. Their defense just got slaughtered last week. Their offense is moving. DS, it's all about TV.
We've talked about that so many times. Talked about
Yep.
why people want to watch it, who's gonna, go in there and
Right.
watch. So that's also a huge part of it all.
That's it. So, all right, we're up against the final break for TV here at JR Sports Bar and Grill. Everybody, hang on. One more segment coming up right after this. I think it's so loud.
I'm just thinking out loud today. I think how this morning will.
Yep. You hung in there long enough? All right, one segment left, guys. Vegas TV, all the above, everything involved. Appreciate everybody that tunes us in every day. Current recruiting rankings, according to 24/7 for the SEC as it stands right now, Auburn is 14th, Arkansas 15th, and Kentucky 16th. Auburn's got 13 commits. Missouri is 13, Ole Miss 12, Vanderbilt 11, Mississippi State 10, South Carolina 9, Florida 8, Oklahoma 7, LSU 6, Texas A&M 5, Texas 4, Tennessee 3, Georgia 2, and Alabama number 1. So 4 or 5 stars for Alabama. And a solid recruiting class for Kalen DeBoer again.
They're having a scent event tomorrow.
A what?
A scent event.
A scent event. Who's having a scent event? Here.
Yours.
Tell me what that is.
Candle
Oh.
smells.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, scent.
Event. Scent event.
How do you say it?
Scent event.
Scent.
Scent.
Sounds like.
It's
How do you
scent.
say this?
Oh, Lord, I'm scared.
No. How do you say this word?
A compass?
You say it like that too?
Yeah. How do you say it?
Compass.
That's what I
No,
said.
you didn't. Say it again.
Compass.
You say comp.
How do you say it?
Compass.
Compass. It don't have a U in it.
See,
not
that's
a
the
compass.
reason I got into an argument over it.
It's
Or
a
not
compass.
argument, but like over
It's
a
a
debacle over it.
Well, it is a compass. Well, daggum, I can't even talk now. Compass.
Compass.
Yeah. That's what you just said.
No, compass.
You said it compass, though.
Compass. That's not right.
That's exactly how it's spelled, so. Get back to the grind, DS. Somebody's got to work in this world. Didn't know we needed it. And that was not passed along to me. Am I supposed to read minds? Oh, no. Yeah. Wouldn't be one that people want to watch, I promise you.
How do you guys say?
Well, how are they going to tell you? Here.
COM dash pass or COMP? Compass? Compass.
It's a compass.
It's a compass.
It's a compass.
I've never heard anyone say it like that ever in my life.
A compass. I mean,
Never heard anyone say it like that.
so I'm the only one.
No,
said it
Reese,
like-
Reese, his dad, his sister, they all say compass.
Well, that's how I say it.
I know, but that was the first time I'd ever heard it yesterday. So now that's why I have to ask about it because y'all are the first people I've ever heard say it like that. We're back.
I think we're back. Yeah, we missed that one somehow. Yeah, we try to be funny a little bit. Doesn't take much. We are back. It's country slang, no doubt.
What is? The way I say it, or you say
Compass. Compass is how you say it.
it? No, it's not.
Do pecan. Is it
I say pecan.
why am I not surprised? You do say pecan.
Yeah, pecan pie.
You don't say pecan.
No.
So when you go out and actually pick one up off the ground, you say a pecan. I just picked me up a pecan.
Yeah,
No, you don't. You don't say I went out and picked up a pecan.
I do.
You don't say pecan.
No.
You don't say you put them in a. Can we just do this for an hour one day?
Talk about the different words that we say.
Yeah. Okay. Now we got people throwing. You go
I-
first on this one.
I do say creek.
Creek.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
But when I'm in Myrtle, when I say creek, I'm going down to the creek, Daddy.
Creek. Pecan pie.
Yeah, pecan pie.
It's always been pecan for me, Lonnie too. Like I agree. Yeah, y'all keep throwing some stuff out there. Yep. Auburn just did get the.
Long snapper.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Travis Wade, different enunciation if you're from Tallapoosa. It's compass. If you're from Wood County, it's still spelled this.
I need a dash in there.
I don't know. Pecan. Some people say pecan. Is Faith a native Southern? You know, I had somebody ask me that the other day too.
What does that mean?
That you don't sound like you're from the South.
Really?
Mm-hmm. But you have I don't know. You sound like maybe a transplant Southerner.
What does that mean?
You grew up somewhere and then you moved in and you've.
No, I've always been a Georgia girl.
That's what I'm saying.
Sorry.
So, I didn't see that either. I mean, I thought I'm like no.
Honestly, kind of makes me feel really sad
Why?
that people think I'm from the north.
You're a carpetbagger.
I don't know what that means.
That's all the way back to the Civil War days. So,
So,
yep. Okay. All right.
no, I'm from Georgia. Like I said, I'm a Georgia girl.
Yep. She is from Georgia.
Hate the dogs.
All right. Window. Yeah. Okay. And now K Small says, is it
Caramel.
caramel?
Caramel.
Caramel for me.
I say caramel.
All right. So the candy bar, caramello. You call it caramello?
Yeah.
Never heard that. You and I have not agreed on one thing except for Creek.
Buggy.
Yeah, I'll go Buggy. Definitely go Buggy. This is definitely one right
This
here.
is also one.
I know
yeah.
this is not really what everybody's tuning in to watch, but I mean,
I say
hey,
coupon.
I say coupon too.
All right. No.
I don't say coupon.
How do you? What?
Some people say coupon, but I say coupon. I know the correct way to say that one, James. You go first.
Salmon.
It's exactly how you say it. The L is silent.
I'm not an
The L-
idiot.
It's a,
I'm
nobody
not,
said
I'm not saying you're calling me one. I'm saying, come on.
we were told that Cohen was a master fundraiser on through recruiting. Has 57, ain't gonna do it. Yep, I agree.
Yeah, but they were but here's the thing. Auburn has stayed ranked so low from when Hugh Freeze was recruiting guys. So
Correct.
that's the other thing people need to think about is LSU and Ole Miss. They've only moved within 2 to 3 spots,
Right.
still within the top 15.
Right.
So that's already a huge difference because when you have a coaching change, you're probably not going to move around too much, which Auburn hasn't moved around.
Right.
But they were already so low.
True.
So
True. So a lot of that to take in. So, but yeah, just kind of wrapping up here from JR Sports Bar and Grill. Again, we'll continue to give you all the updates throughout the day. We're headed up to Birmingham for the Super 7, and it's going to be a fun week. I hope the weather holds off, and we'll see how it all kind of plays out. Definitely say Coke for everything. I don't call anything a popper. So
I don't either.
that would have been the telltale if you would have been a true Yankee. If you'd have said soda or pop.
No.
Ain't nobody saying that down here. Everything's a Coke. Doesn't matter what brand it is. It's just a Coke. All right, that's going to wrap us up here for TV from JR Sports Bar and Grill. Again, we appreciate all of you so very much for tuning in each and every day. We'll be back with you again tomorrow for more of the Auburn Blitz. For Faith Richardson, I'm Brett Pritchard saying we've enjoyed it. We hope you have. See you tomorrow.
I wonder if he knows how to say win. If Freeze knows how to say win.
He does not. He knows how to say close. He doesn't know how to say win. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
I think here's what I think he does with
Persiglio just said you're wrong.
okay. With that's where it gets confusing.
That's exactly right. Just adds the C.
He adds the C in
That's
front
right.
of the L and
That's right.
lose.
Correct. It's not peeling in a can.
Who's this now? Who are all these?
Yeah, just people that are in our group. I'll show them to you. All right, guys, we are gonna sign off, but appreciate you so much. Keep following us. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't done that, and we'll keep. That's a good one right there.
Which one?
Syrup.
All right. I already know I say this wrong.
How do you say it? Syrup.
I say syrup.
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 Syrup. Syrup. Hey, everybody's got their own way of saying stuff. So, all right, we're gonna get out, and we will see you guys a little bit later.
Have the best day ever.
Come see JR Sports Bar and Grill too if you're in the Alex City area. Be good to people, and we'll see you next time for more Auburn Blitz.